Mark, you know what we haven't done in a while?
Put out a good podcast.
Very true.
What?
We haven't done a giveaway.
We ain't done a giveaway in a while.
No. So for the month of September, I came up with an idea.
What do you got?
We've been putting cash in the urn. We'll
Right.
keep doing that.
All right.
I'll get a different urn. Let's give away the urn.
Full cash?
Not full of cash. Something even better.
Come on.
So you know how Kane's been in the studio.
Right.
So what I did was I had Kane sign the urn. Maybe I can convince you to sign it as well. And we'll give it away. So we're going to give it away to one lucky fan. All you have to do,
What do you got to do? Tell me.
go over to our Spotify, give us a follow, a 5-star review, and leave a comment. It can be any comment. We don't care. Undertaker's great. Brothers of Destruction, greatest tag team ever.
Right.
Matt sucks. Whatever. We don't care what you write in there. Just leave a comment, a 5-star review, and follow the Spotify page. That's all you have to do for the month of September.
That's pretty easy.
Between now and the end of September, just do that. And we're going to pull a random name.
And you get the urn.
They're going to win the urn, and maybe with your signature on it. What do you think?
I think we can do that.
Okay, that was the easy one. All right. So, Creatures of the Night, be sure to head over to our Spotify. The link is in our description. All you have to do is give us a follow, leave a 5-star, do a 5-star review, and leave a comment. That's all you got to do. That's simple.
That's easy peasy.
Not $1 needs to be spent.
I'm dying.
And you'll have a chance to win this urn signed by the Brothers of Destruction.
That whole Hell in a Cell was all designed for Kane to make his debut. Sean and I were at the point, we had our run, and it just was so good because Triple H and China kept interfering, or whoever kept interfering and saving Sean from me. So they built Hell in a Cell. No one can get in, no one can get out. Well, they didn't know Kane was lurking in the shadows, because when he jerked that freaking when he walked out, and everyone figured out, oh crap, because Paul for weeks had been saying that my brother Kane, that I thought had died in a fire as children, was alive, and everybody thought, oh, he's full of crap, and then boom, at the end of that match, I got Sean beat. I got him, all I need to do is cover him, and bam, there's Kane's music and his intro, and dude, was he freaking huge. And
before that, now, you and Sean just got finished with a 5-star match, too.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was...
Y'all just got done with...
Yeah.
That's a main event match. You guys just...
Yeah, we just toured it. Yeah, we set the standard for the Hell in the Cell.
Yes.
And on day one.
And even if without Kane's debut, that match is a top 10 match of all time on anybody's list. And then now all of a sudden,
now you have Kane, or Paul Bearer wasn't lying. He did have my brother, who was alive, who he'd kept all these years, and it was just.
Was that the greatest debut of a character ever?
Ah, man, if it wasn't, I don't know.
I'm sitting here trying to think, the first time seeing a character come out. I mean, yours was great, but it didn't have all the pyro. Didn't have all the.
No, it didn't have the drama behind it. I was a complete mystery.
Yeah.
Right. I was just a mystery guy. Okay, and then I walk out, and I had a presence, obviously, but this had a backstory to it that you could already start to visualize, and what would Undertaker's brother look like, and then you couldn't. Everything could not have been more perfect.
Yeah.
Here's somebody that's every bit as big as I am, physically probably bigger when he debuted. Just. Oh my gosh. And then coming face to face, and then it just all made sense. It's wow, these guys are brothers. He had long hair then, he had the mask that covered up his burns. It was just so rich and just
And it's hard to find someone that's bigger than you. I mean,
Right.
he's got what, about an inch on you, 2 inches?
height. No, I think we're about
That
the
segment
same.
was brought to you by Blue Chew.
No, actually,
Yes, height.
White.
Yes.
No, we're about the same height.
Y'all are about the same height.
Yeah, but I think when he debuted, he was probably 15, 20 pounds heavier than me.
Yeah.
Muscle. I mean, he was just,
I mean, he walks out there and he gets in the ring and you just look at it and you go,
dude. Because Undertaker's a big guy.
Yeah.
Right? And this dude is like, he's like 1.5 of me thick, right?
Yeah.
And he's just, and it's, they're standing there looking at eyeball to eyeball. And it was just everything in that worked. It was really the first time that you ever saw something different from a stone-faced killer from me. Like,
Yeah.
I'd always had that death stare. No matter if I was hurt or what, it was always, you had that menacing, dominant look. And then you have me face to face with this bewildered look on my face that people obviously could pick up on and understood exactly without commentating. No commentary was really needed. You understood what was happening here, that I had just come face to face with someone that I thought was dead and gone. And
maybe the first time we ever saw fear on the Undertaker's face as well.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It was a look that no one had obviously never seen from me. It was obviously it was all in the expression of my face and how I reacted to him, and the reaction. Like, I don't think there's anybody else that I would have, when his pyro went off, when he was already in the ring, after we had the face-to-face, and then he set his pyro off. I don't think there's anybody else that I would have reacted to, like, that was going to distract me, because when he turned around, he nailed me and ended up tombstoning me. Just everything was just spot on for that debut. I can't think of a better debut.
I can't either. Especially to bring it out
A brand new character.
Brand new character
Yeah.
for the first time.
Impactful. I mean, there was just it was such an impactful debut, and I just, man, it's good times. Good times, man.
And once again, you guys went on to tell a story for,
25 years.
yeah.
Really.
But that first year, was there ever talks that we're gonna tell the story of being against each other, but was there ever talks early on that we're gonna eventually come together and we're eventually gonna be a tag team?
No, never. Early on, they were just bringing him in for an opponent for me to beat.
This wasn't gonna be
this was gonna be a short-term deal.
This wasn't a 20+ year.
No, they had no
idea.
idea. They had no idea this was going to be what it turned out to be. They were bringing him in to be a win for me, and it turned into something just a little bit bigger.
It surprises me that this is going to be and I'll call it a one and done. Maybe it's going to be a 3-match program or something they wanted to put together. For that type of build-up, for that type of intro, somebody had to be sitting there thinking.
Well, that was, as I recall, I needed an opponent, and that was going to be Kane, and then obviously he comes in this incredible shape, because he had a couple of other opportunities. I don't even know if you can call those opportunities.
Yeah, they kind of pigeonholed him in some bad
that's some
characters.
horrible, fake Diesel and Isaac Yankem. I mean, that's not doing anybody any favors.
You're not carrying the title as Isaac Yankem.
You're not doing anything as Isaac Yankem or fake Diesel. It was horrible. And I mean, that's just another testament to, Glenn and his desire to be something special in this business, because after two gimmicks like that being put on you, to me, I'm like, geez, I don't think they got much planned for me. I might need to call Japan or somewhere and go somewhere where they're going to appreciate me. But then, you know, once we had that reaction, and it was just like, it was like throwing gas on the fire.
Yeah.
It no pun intended. But
did you know, standing in that ring looking at him?
I knew we had something special. Yeah. There was no doubt in my mind that this was going to be far bigger than what anybody thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
It was one of those rare moments. Like, I mean, without us ever well, we had touched. Obviously, I'd gone down and worked with him in Tennessee when he was Unabomb, and like I was high on him anyway.
And what year was that?
Oh gosh, it was years before that. And I was like, man, this guy, you guys really need to take a look at this. This guy can go, and he was big and
you
he's
were
athletic.
You were with WWE at that point when you went down to work with him as Unabomb?
I believe Cornette was running that territory at the time. I don't know if it was Smoky Mountain. I don't know if it was called Smoky Mountain or not, but it was Cornette was running it, and we went down, just me and Paul, and worked with Glenn and place the Knoxville Civic Center, brother. They were sold out, hanging from the rafters. It was, man. It was packed, and man, I worked with him, and I was like, I got back, I was like, dude,
you got to figure something out.
We got to figure out something for this guy. He's just, one, he's an incredible human being.
Yeah.
Which you always want those kind of people to be successful. And two, he's a viable threat for anybody on the roster.
Yeah.
Put in the right situations, obviously.
It's hard to get that size and that athleticism.
And the human being.
Yeah.
You had the total package.
Yeah.
Turning what Kane turned in, and people sometimes look at me funny about this. If I was to start a wrestling company on my own and I had to pick my first guy, I would pick Kane.